Nik Reierson, SPU men's soccer.
Nick, team's on a roll now. Got 3 straight wins, playing real well. What's been the difference lately?
I think we've kind of found our groove a little bit. We've been playing the ball on the ground quickly. Everyone's a bit more confident. We got the bad luck out of the way a little bit on the road. So everyone's just feeling good. Practice has been high intensity, which is nice. So.
Big part of this 3-game win streak has been the defense, which you play a huge part of. First 2 wins in that series, they gave up just a single goal and then got the first shutout of the year, 5-0 on Saturday against Hilo. How'd that shutout feel?
The shutout was really nice to get, especially I think we held them something like 4 shots, some really small like that. Didn't feel threatened, so we felt really solid out of the back, which was nice.
And that's really, as a defender, the best you can do. I mean, 4 shots, and actually none of them were directly on target, so your keeper didn't have to make any saves. Curry Whitney and get in the shutout. I mean, that's a win for the defense, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We've been working hard in practice, and it felt really nice to kind of see everything we've been working on go into fruition in the game. So
great. Got a little different look there in the back. As some graduation took a toll on the defense a little bit. One of the new members of that back there is a freshman, Ed Wise. How has he fit in there?
Ed has been integrated really nicely. Some of us knew him from club before. I knew he was capable of living up to the task, and he's done a fantastic job. He's just a solid guy, communicates well, physical, so he's really nice to have back there. Everyone trusts him.
Great. Well, you've been rotating kind of 2 goalkeepers, Lars Heller, and a redshirt freshman, and then senior Kari Whitney, who was in there Saturday. Talk about those 2.
They both have assets that bring a lot to the game, so to see them both get time is great. Lars's distribution's great. Kari makes great saves. They both communicate super well, so we all feel as a back line super comfortable with either of them back there. So.
Well, Saturday, while you were keeping the ball out of your own net, your forwards were putting in the other net at an incredible rate. 5 first-half goals, 3 of those, a hat trick in the first half alone, Alden Massey. Why was Alden so good Saturday?
Alden just has something about him. He's strong, keeps the ball at his feet, he's pacey. I also knew him before. He's from my hometown. I've been playing against him for a long time, and he just has something about him. He's got a burst of speed that really bothers defenders, and he was just feeling it Saturday night, which was good to see. So
I was going to mention that. We got to give our props to Duval and Cedar Crest High School. That's phenomenal that you 2 starters have such a huge impact on a game like that. Well, now, after that game, we get conference play started here, and just your thoughts on playing some familiar GNAC opponents now on the road.
It'll be nice just to kind of get into the swing of things, and we kind of know what to expect from those kinds of teams, but we're ready to go. GNAC's tough, so always, especially on the road, so we'll be ready to go, though.
Well, your team is familiar with the road this year. Last week you were home for 2, but before that you had started with 4 on the road. Now you have 4 more on the road. That gives you 8 road games in your first 10 of the season. How taxing has that been for the group?
It does get taxing, but Mark has integrated some things on the road that have kept our minds fresh. We went to Whitney House in California and to the beach and saw some things. So we got to see some things while we were on the road, which is nice because it can get monotonous just going to the hotel and to the field and stuff. So.
Well, there is a reward on the horizon when you get through these next 4 road games. You got 6 straight at home at Interbay, which will be great. But these 4, you start out at Northwest Nazarene, and then you go to Concordia and Portland. So quite a bit of travel in there. What's going to be the key to success on this week?
I think it's just taking care of our bodies, hydrating, sticking to the game plan, that kind of thing. Just playing with confidence, how we have been, and I think we should be fine.
Really young team here, and a lot of the production is coming from freshmen and sophomores. Alden Massey, we talked about, leads with 3 goals. Titus Grant's a sophomore. He has 2, as does Jake Ferry, a redshirt freshman. You play against these guys every day in practice. Who's the toughest to handle when you're opposite them?
They're all tough guys to mark. Me and Alden have gotten into it a couple times this year. We've played against each other the most at practice, but They all have certain things. They're all super fast, so they're all tough to mark, but I enjoy it. They make me better. So
great. Well, let's tell us a little about yourself. We already heard you're from Duval. For those maybe not familiar with Northwest geography, if you were to hop in a car back home and drive to SPU campus, how long would that take you?
I'd say about 45 minutes. Just hop on 520, head to Redmond, and then it's pretty much just over the hill in the valley, tucked away, kind of.
That's it. Great. And what are you majoring in?
Exercise science, pre-PT.
Great. And your plans? You still have obviously a ways to go in college. What your thoughts? What you want to do after?
I'm gonna try and play pro hopefully after right away, and then maybe travel a little bit before I go to PT school. But that's eventually go to PT school. But I don't necessarily want to go right after. But, yeah.
You mentioned travel. Where is there a certain destination you have in mind?
I've always wanted to go to Italy, but we'll see, and Germany because my family's German. But
that's a good one. Terrific. Mm-hmm. Well, before then, you got some other travel in mind here. 4 straight road games. Good luck this week on the road.
Thank you. Appreciate it.